Hi, this is Monty from Mopart Vehicles, and here's another one of our detailed vehicle appraisals on a vehicle that's just come into us. This is our 2016 Toyota Yaris 1.4 D-4D, so it's a 1.4 diesel, and it's covered 50,000 miles. It's a one owner from new car and full service history, 4 service stamps all in the book. Now I'm going to briefly walk around the car and give you a more detailed view very shortly. Now, the reasons we tend to do these videos, it's all about trust, honesty, integrity. We try and tell you how it is. We don't intentionally go out and miss anything on a car, but there's a couple of bits and pieces that we, stone chips, etc., we've done on the car. And I just want to point them out to you, because in the photos they'll look absolutely stunning when you kind of have a look at a car. And we've all done it before. It's not as described, so we don't want to waste anybody's time. We've advertised it a really attractively priced car, below what Auto Trader are telling us that we should advertise it for. Now, if you know anything about these Toyotas, they come with 5 years warranty. This car's got warranty up until I think May or June 2021, and it's transferable obviously to the new owner. Now, the reasons why I've held it there for a little while is please feel free to do any checks you need to do on the car, especially MOTs. It's not, well, it was MOT'd a couple of months ago from memory. No advisories on the MOT, everything is really clean. Now, I apologise if you're going to get a bit of glare coming through on this. I've tried to put the car, normally when we take all our photos and do all our videos, but we're just in a little bit of shade from the trees, but you may get a little bit of glare. But hopefully doing these videos will take out that kind of stigma, or that, what is the car really going to be like when we do come down and have a look at it. Now again, please feel free to read any of my reviews on Auto Trader. They are all genuine, we don't make anything up. Everything is at 5-star at the moment. I'm sure we'll get a bad one somewhere along the line, but so far so good. Everything is great, and this is, again, this is why we do these videos. We don't want to waste anybody's time. We don't want you to spend, again, whether you're 2 miles up the road from me or 200 miles, I don't want you to spend hours getting to us and come and have a look at a car that, and I'm not trying to pick holes in it. Please don't think we use these videos to pick holes in our cars, but it just gives you an idea what the cars are like before you come and have a look at them anyway. Right, we'll start off on the driver's side up front. Now, with the Icon, you'll tend to see that these got these really nice gun metal grey alloy wheels. Okay, there's a couple of little nicks on them, tiny ones. Now, when it leaves me today, it's going to go to our prep guys. They'll touch all these bits and pieces in. They've done some bits around the car already, but I think they've probably missed out on the wheel, or they've ordered the actual colour for it. But these will all be touched up. They're only tiny on there, but they'll be done. Okay, now bearing in mind she's got 50,000 miles on the clock. She is a 3-year-old car. She's going to have a few stone chips on the front, and I'll show you them, but we have touched them all up. Now what I'm going to try and do is go down the side of the car. Hopefully you can try and pick up some of the reflections, just to show you everything's nice and bright. You've still got really good reflections. There's no dulling of paint, nothing like that. Okay, hopefully that looks okay. Now this is a nice spec car. It's got anything from satellite navigation, you've got reverse camera, you've got DAB radio, so really nice spec car. Just all the bits and pieces that you really want on it. Cruise control, got to mention that, I always forget to mention it's got cruise control. So let's just show you inside. 2 electric windows, so the rear ones are all manual. Electric mirror function. There's no folding mirrors on this. I've been emailed already, but about the car before we got the pictures on there. 6-speed manual transmission, really nice and smooth. Gear change, adjustable height on the driver's seat. Let's just go back to the steering wheel there, and you'll see that you've got your Bluetooth connectivity on the side of the steering wheel. Then you've got also your cruise control. Air conditioning is super cold, and that's all your touchscreen navigation on there. All the interior looks really nice. There will be some shots and photographs of the interior. Hopefully you'll be able to pick that all up without any kind of glare that's coming through. You've got a couple of cup holders at the front and one at the rear there. It's in between the 2 seats. Full set mats in there, genuine Toyota mats as well. So the back, Now you've got privacy glass on this car as well. You'll see that with the pictures. So the back windows are slightly different tint. So from inside, it looks, you know, it doesn't look that bad at all. It's not very dark, but from the outside, obviously it just stops people looking in. And especially if you've got kids, it will, children, I mean, kids. It will obviously stop the sun glaring in on them as well. All the door panels, all fine there. And you've got your child locks on both sides at the back. Lots of tread on the tyres. There will be some pictures. Let me just pop back here, show you they're all the matching set of tyres. I think it's Marshalls all the way around the car. Just show you the back wheel there. That all looks fine. A couple of little ones there. That might actually be from where vanity it was. That all looks good. So you're not going to pick this up in the photographs, but there's a few little marks on the back bumper here, and I'll sort of zoom in so you can see them. They have been touched up already. There's, again, I'm not too sure if you're going to be able to pick it up really, because you know, it's nice and bright red. So there's a couple of little chips along there, and there was a couple along there, and there's a couple up there. It's going to be really hard to pick it up. But again, this is the reasons why we do these videos, you know, so when you do come down and have a look at it, it's not, oh God, there's a couple of little chips here that have been touched up. You know, she is just over 3 years old. You know, I know she's done 50,000 miles and you expect it to be a brand new car. Hence we've advertised it at the attractive price that we have done. And we've put it about £300 or £400 below the market average for this car. Back bumper all looks absolutely fine. Hopefully you can try and pick that up. And let's just open the boot for you. Split folding 60/40 back seats. And underneath here you will have your, pull it up, there we go. Get your spare wheel on there as well. Spare wheel locking wheel nut key. Partial shelves all there. And let's just go around the passenger side. And let's just squat down a little bit. Just trying to show you there's no nasty, great big digs or dents or loads of damage down the car. Everything looks really nice and bright. And again, tyres, you've got plenty of tread on the tyres. This alloy wheel is absolutely fine. There were a couple of nicks on there, but I know the guys have touched that one up. Actually, if they've touched that up, they must have the paint for it. So I'll have a go at them why they haven't done that near that other front wheel. Hopefully that looks all fine there. I'm just going to go around the front of the car and just do the same, and then I'll show you inside. Now, dealers have started doing these videos, but you hear a load of music in the background. It's about 1.5 minutes long. Doesn't really tell you much about the car, a bit about the history, etc., that type of thing. But we try and, I don't know, sometimes I do go babble on a bit too much, and I apologise, but I don't want to waste anybody's time, and I'm sure a lot of people don't want to waste anybody's time. And a lot of customers out there realise that when they are buying a used car, it may be a new car to them, but she'll always be a used car effectively. Right, hopefully, if I just sort of move the camera in quite close, you can try and pick up the pattern of the seats. You don't want to get too much glare coming in. Hopefully you can pick that all up. It's all nice and good. Yeah, I mentioned that some dealers have started doing these about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes long, loads of music in the background. Don't use any kind of HD cameras, and you don't really get to see much. So you think, a bit pointless really. You might as well just look at the pictures. Hopefully that looks fine. You've got 2 keys with the car, full book pack in there. And as I mentioned, it's got a full set of Toyota mats. Let's just squat down a bit. Hopefully you can try and pick up condition of all the seats. Looks absolutely fine. There's no ripping, there's no fraying, there's no tearing, that type of thing. Right, we're up to about 10 minutes now, so apologies. I'm just going to go around the front of the car. Now the front of the car, like anything else, is going to be probably the worst bit of any vehicle. It will have a few stone chips here and there. We've touched up most of them that we've actually found. Okay, there was, I'd probably say about a dozen or so around the lower skirt of the front bumper, around here, which we've touched up, and there was a few along the leading edge of the bonnet around here again that we've touched up and done our very best with. We're not going to be painting bonnets, and it just doesn't need it really. When someone comes and has a look at it and they go, well, you probably talked about a lot of stuff that, you know, it's pointless because we expect it to have a few little stone chips here and there. She's done 50,000 miles. Anyway, there's nothing to talk about on the warranty that we tend to offer, our 6 months, because this car has got the remainder of the manufacturer's warranty. One other thing is we do not charge customers for administration fees, you know, writing out an order form and charging you anything up to £200. We don't do any of that. Okay, so I wanted to thank you very much for your time. If you're interested in this car or anything else we've got on Motor Park Vehicles, please don't hesitate to just pick up the phone, send me a text, email, etc., and I'll get back to you as quickly as I possibly can. Many thanks. Bye bye.